your hand for permission to speak. So it's like a little mouth that's talking, right? Raise your hand for permission to speak. Let's all do it. Do the gesture. Or to leave your seat. It's like little legs running away, right? So let's do it one more time. Raise your hand for permission to speak or to leave your seat. Very good. Sometimes we don't have to raise our hand for things. I will tell you when that is. We might be doing a group activity. Of course, you don't need to raise your hand to be doing whatever that is. But I will tell you when that's going to happen. There's a lot of you guys, right? So it helps when we all know what the expectation is. And she's raising her hand. Perfect, yes.
What is
What do you think it means? Yeah, that's what it means. Okay, so you're right. So let's do it one more time. Raise your hand for permission to speak or to leave your seat. Perfect. Now what I want you to do is I want you to teach your partner regla numero with big gestures. So when I tell you to, and we do our, I'll send you, okay? Turn your shoulders to your partner, use as big a gesture as you can, and teach them this rule, and then let them teach it back to you, okay? Enseigner?
Okay.
Big rule, so here we go. Raise your hands for permission to speak or to leave your seat. Do it again. Class, class, class. Class. Pretty good. Okay, so you see how this is working. Let's go to the next one. Duh. Duh. Let's all raise our hand like that. Duh. You can say it if you want to. Duh. Duh is use polite language, like we're speaking, right? Use polite language. Let's all do that. Use polite language at the appropriate volume. If you want to put dance in, I don't know. You can do that if you wanted to. But what does that mean? Why is that one of our rules? This class, okay, anybody play a sport in here? Anybody play an instrument? I've asked that a couple times. The first time you picked up that instrument, the first time you picked up that sports equipment, were you very good? I doubt it, unless you're a prodigy genius, right? First time you pick up an instrument like piano, flute, whatever it is, you might make some mistakes, right? You might not sound that good. You might not look that good kicking that soccer ball or shooting that basketball, right? Or hitting that tennis ball. It's kind of awkward at first, right? Think about anything you're good at. The first time you tried it, you probably weren't that good, okay? It was through lots of mistakes and lots of risks that you had to try, right? You just had to put yourself out there, mess up, try it a different way. That's like this. This is a skill. This is like learning an instrument or a sport. It's a performance skill. So is everybody going to sound perfect the first time we try to say stuff? Probably not. Is everybody going to understand absolutely everything perfectly, especially if we're only using French? Probably not. You're going to have to take some risks. You're going to have to take some major risks. So this is like a little family. We have to support each other. We have to encourage each other, right? We're not going to put anybody down. We're not going to make it fun of anybody for trying to say the word or whatever. We're going to encourage that person, okay? So even if you're joking, we might, that might shut somebody down from wanting to take a risk again if they feel like they might get laughed at or something. So we want to be really positive, all right? So let's do both. Raise your hand for permission to speak or to leave your seat. Duh. Use polite language at the appropriate volume. So you teach and duh as fast as you can. Ready? Enseigner.
Okay.
Raise your hand for permission to speak. Leave your seat. Duh. Do it again if you're finished. Use polite. Cut class. Okay, pretty good. The next one. Moving on along. Trois. Trois. Ooh, there's a funny sound in there, isn't there? Trois. We don't have that sound in English. That's special. So if you want to say it, that would be taking a risk, right? Trois. Trois. Even if you can't quite make it, it comes from the back of your throat. Trois. So let's all raise our hand like this. Trois. is keep your hands, you can make them jazzy if you want, keep your hands, feet, and objects, like you're throwing something, to yourself, This means like touching somebody's hair to braid it, or just like you can't let go of your best friend, or you're practicing karate on somebody. We don't want to do that, okay? You have a bubble. Everybody likes their bubble, right? Nobody wants people invading their space, especially this is a learning environment. We're trying to accomplish things here. So let's protect everybody's bubble. And just, we don't want to toss anything. We want to protect everybody's eyes, okay? If you have a pencil you want to give to somebody, pass it, right? Don't launch it. It could be like a rocket projectile. So definitely keep your hands, feet, objects to yourself. So let's do all trois. Here we go.
Raise your hand, permission to speak or leave your seat.
Deux. Use polite language at the appropriate volume. Trois. Keep your hands, feet, and objects to yourself. So now what I want you to do is teach them backwards. Trois, deux, un to your partner. Ready? Enseignez.
Okay.
Trois. Trois.
Keep your hands, feet, and objects to yourself.
Deux. Use polite language
At the appropriate volume. Raise your hand, permission to speak or leave your seat.
Perfect. All right, moving on. Cat. Ooh, that's fun to say. Cat. Cat. Or you can say quatre. Quatre or cat. We'll just go with cat for today. But there is a certain sound at the end of that. If you can be a risk taker, just try to say it. It's fun. Or tonight, or tomorrow, or at home, in the car, in the shower, whatever. Try to get that sound to come out, okay? Because then you're gonna sound authentic. So here we go. Cat. Cat is be on time with all appropriate materials, like you're carrying books. Okay, let's do it again. Cat, be on time with all appropriate materials. So, I'm going to be one of those teachers that being on time means being in your seat when the bell rings, okay? So, making sure you have all the materials that you need to bring. I'll tell you what you need for this class, okay? The other thing is, if you have a phone, how many people have a phone? Everybody does. I have a phone too. Make sure that you keep it off, okay? I don't mind if you keep it in your pocket or whatever, but make sure it's turned off. If it goes off in class, I will take it. Will I not, Dorika? Will I take it? I will, okay. She knows me. So, I don't want your phone, no. I don't want it. I want you to have your phone. So just make sure it's turned off, but we can't have it disrupting class, okay? So, cat, one more time. Cat, be on time with all appropriate materials. And so, what I want you to do is teach 1, 2, 3, un, deux, trois, quatre, as fast as you can. Enseignez.
Okay.
Un, deux, trois, quatre. Raise your hand. Permission to speak. Leave your seat. Deux. Use polite language. Go as fast as you can. Trois. Use your hands, feet, objects, to yourself. Class. We are like Dory. My whale language. So, un, deux, trois, quatre. Let's go to what you need to bring since that's part of CAT. If you look at your syllabus, which in French, guys, is syllabus. Whoa, that is tough. So, the syllabus, this is a little letter. Whoever at home can read it. This is just every little detail about our class. If you want to know how everything works, you can read through it. I hope you do. At the very back page, this is a page you're going to tear off. And I need it to come back to me with a signature from somebody at home. So this also has the list of what you need to bring. You need to bring a binder. And some dividers. So class notes, bell work, class notes, class activities, and writing. If you turn to the page before that, it will say notebooks and notebook quizzes. That has that written down there for you. So you don't have to copy that down. You might just want to highlight where it says notebooks and notebook quizzes. You can write on this, it's yours to keep. That's what you need to label your dividers. It's under the category notebook quizzes. The next thing you need to bring obviously is paper. You gotta have some paper in there for those dividers. Pens, red pen, pencils if you want to use that, and something special, color pencils or crayons. Now we like to draw in here. We will color in here. I'm not the best artist, but I like to draw. I don't know if anybody likes to draw in here. But sometimes to show our understanding of something, I might not have you write, I might have you draw. Okay? So make sure, I have crayons back in the back of the room, but if you are somebody that likes to have your special markers or your special whatever for coloring, just go ahead and bring those. Okay? But this back sheet has to come back to me, signed by somebody at home, and I want it back by Thursday of next week, because I see you Tuesday and Thursday of next week. The other thing that needs to come back is, if you look at this release form, this is for me. It means that I'm trying to get a special certification. I don't have to get this certification. It's called National Board. It's just something extra that I kind of would like to achieve to be a better teacher. I'm just sort of an overachiever like that, okay? So I'm trying to work on getting a certification. All this says on the back is that I might want to use some of your work to put into a portfolio. If I were to do that, your name would not be on it. So nothing would identify you. It just might be if you wrote something or you made a drawing or something, I could have your permission to use a copy of that without your name on it. If you're okay with that, up here, I just need you to circle I do. If you're not okay with that, you can circle I do not. But either way, I still need the form back. And so whoever's at home, I just need them to sign that. So what are you bringing back? The syllabus, and you're bringing this back. Okay, sound good? Let's move on to the next regla. Here we go. Sank. Sank. That's easy to say. Sank. Sank is keep your space clean and organized. Let's do that. Sank. Keep your space clean and organized. Shape. So if you like to bring water, that's fine. What she has right here, perfect. She can bring that bottle of water. I have my water. That is totally acceptable. The only thing is like a Coke or Powerade or something that's sticky and colored, let's try not to bring that, okay? Other things, anybody have gum? You're not in trouble. Anybody have gum in their mouth right now? Okay, you're honest, thank you. The only thing is, today she obviously didn't know what I wanted, so it's okay. I like that you're trying to have fresh breath. I think that's great. But we have a lot of musicians in here. Anybody a wind player? Okay. Gum, is that usually something you want to have in your mouth while you're playing your wind instrument? Okay, no. Or anybody a brass player in here? No, but same goes for that. Because we are going to be learning a skill that requires us to speak, right? And so having something in our mouths like food or gum, it's not so easy to pronounce new things when you're chomping on some gum, right? So I love that you want to have fresh breath, but just try in another class to chew the gum. But if you come in and you have gum, all I'm going to ask you to do is just throw it away. No big deal, okay? But let's make sure we come in here without any gum. The other thing is, everybody's backpack looks really good. Make sure your backpack is up as close to your desk as you can so that I can have a clear walkway. That helps me a lot. And at the end of class, just making sure there's no trash around your desk. So let's do it one more time. Sank, sank. Keep your space clean and organized. Let's do all sank working backwards. Enseigner.
Okay.
Backwards. Sing.
Keep your space in order.
Cat.
Be on
time.
all materials.
Wow, we're on the same one. Keep your hands, feet,
And objects to yourself.
Duh. Use language Class. Class. That's better. Really, really good. There's just one more, and it's probably my favorite. Here we go. Cease. 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 And this one is follow directions quickly. So it's like a little fishy swimming up the stream. Follow directions quickly with a good attitude. So here we go. Cease. Follow directions quickly with a good attitude. That's all I ask of you. If you're unsure of how to do something, you can always ask me, but the big one is when you come in, this is how I'd like for you to show me that you're following directions and you have a good attitude. It's how you sit in your seat is a big thing. So everybody right now, y'all look awesome. I'm just gonna tell you, what you're doing right now is perfect. So if you just do that every day, that's great. But sitting up, so let's do the opposite. Show me your best not sitting up posture. You can go sprawl out across your desk the best you want. Do one of these suckers, okay, if you want to do that. Just show, that's a great bad example. Dorica, do one of these, that's a great bad example. So show me how you can just sit up like a normal person. Cool, okay, that's all I'm looking for. That shows me that you're ready to go. Lean forward, like your name is. He looks great. He's just, is he leaning super forward? No, he just looks like he's kind of leaning in like he's ready to listen to something. That's what active listening looks like. This is my favorite one. Act interested. Does it say be interested? Why no, it does not. So do you have to actually be interested? No, you could just act like it. Because a lot of times, maybe we're not having a good day. Maybe we just don't want to be here. We're tired. We don't want to do this right now. Just pretend for me, okay? That's a skill that you're going to need the rest of your life. If you're in a meeting when you're older and you have a job and you don't want to be there, guess what you have to do? You still have to act interested if you want to keep your job, right? If you're working in retail or food service or something like that and you're not having a good day but you want to get a tip, do you need to act polite and friendly to the people you're working with? Yes, you do. Or maybe you won't get a tip. So same thing applies. We're gonna just fake it till we make it. If you're not super interested, that's okay. You can just be neutral. You don't have to be like super enthusiastic, but just be neutral. The next one is nod that you get it. We're gonna be speaking French in here like all the time, right? How am I gonna know if you understand? Are you gonna be able to maybe communicate that with words? Maybe not. So what can you do? You can be like, yeah, I get it. Or, madame, I'm not getting it. So I can use that. The last one is T. Track the speaker with your eyes. If it's me speaking, if it's somebody else speaking, we're going to look at that first. Sound good? Okay, let's do all cease. Ready?
Raise your hand for the speaker.
Deux.
Polite language appropriate volume.
Trois.
Hands, feet, objects to yourself.
Quatre.
Be on time with all appropriate materials.
Cinq.
Keep your
Space.
moving organized.
Six.
Directions with a good attitude.
Hot dog. I mean, y'all are, you got it. But anybody have rules yesterday from your other teachers? Could you tell me what your first block rules were in order, in detail? Anybody want to try? Why is that? Yes! Okay, so these gestures, I promise you, the brain research shows you will remember stuff better. So we're basically just going to Charles brain research. And it's just to show you that if we learn it in a way that works with your brain, you can do it, okay? So I promise that will help. Let's do something even more fun. Woohoo! Some procedures, let's get excited about this because it's actually really cool. This is called preferred activity time. This is like my favorite thing. It's awesome. You will love it. We talked about the class, yes. Did teach okay, right? We did do our rules. Let's talk about preferred activity time. What is preferred activity time? If you look over here, this is your class. Français 1, premier, so your first block. Right here, I've got 15 minutes up there. I'm going to give this to you as a gift. Did you earn it? Did you do anything for it? No. I'm just going to give it to you. This is your time. I'm just going to give as a gift. So what are we going to do with it? Every third class day, that's really often. Every third class day, we're going to use that time to do something in French that you want to do as a class, that you vote on. It could be that we're going to play a game or a couple games. It could be bingo, it could be hangman, it could be a relay race. It could be that we go outside and play a French boule game. It could be we watch part of a movie when we get a little more advanced. It could be a Disney movie, it could be a French movie. It could be that we do a craft, if you guys are artsy in here. It could be that we listen to music, learn a song, watch a music video from the target culture. Anything that's related to French that you would like to do, you as a class, you get to vote on it, and we're going to stop whatever we're doing, and we're just going to do that. It's awesome. I have a lot of fun. One of the classes last year, somebody said, hey, do they have The Voice in French? The singing show? I said, yeah, they do actually. And they said, well, can we put that on the list as one of the choices? I said, sure. So we watch The Voice sometimes on YouTube in French, and it was so much fun. But that's what that class wanted to do. So it's very individualized, it's very personalized. If you guys don't like that, then we wouldn't do that. It's just what you want to do. So the best part is we can get 30 minutes of that time every 3 days. Anybody else get 30 minutes of like just having fun time in another class? That's kind of unusual, so you can double that 15 minutes. And if you look at the other classes from yesterday, they have some added numbers. They earned some time yesterday. So we can get 30 minutes where we just stop what we're doing and we get to vote on something that we want to do, okay? It's awesome. You have fun, I have fun, I like it. How can you get more time? This is kind of a team effort. It is a team effort. If everybody does what they're supposed to do, if everybody's on task, maybe the task is that we're doing an activity that's speaking, and one of the requirements is that you speak French to me for that particular activity. If everybody does that, we can earn time. But let's say like somebody doesn't do it, just one person doesn't do it, then nobody gets the time. Yikes. You have a pretty small class. First block has 26 people. So they're going to have to work pretty hard, right? You're kind of more at an advantage. You have a smaller class. So if even just one person doesn't follow whatever the procedure is, you won't get the time, and you can actually then lose time. That's what the negative column is for. So hopefully, we never get any minutes in the negative column, okay? At the 3 days, we add up each side to see how much time we have, and we subtract it from when class ends, and that's when we start it. We go to the end, okay? So, let's talk about how you could get some time. Automatically, every day when you come in, you can get a whole minute of time. And guess what? Everybody yesterday got it. First block red got it. French 3 is a little special. They get some different things. That's why they have a lot of time. French 1, fourth block, they also got it. So we'll see if you guys can get it today, all right? How do you get the time? When you come in the room, there's something special you have to do. Let's look at this door. Outside this door, in this space, that is another universe, okay? That is English universe. The universe of anglais, right? And out there, you can English all day long. Say whatever you want in English. But when you pass this threshold, this door, it's like a portal of time and space, okay? You pass this door, you enter into le monde français. This is French universe, okay? So, when you pass this door, you have to take out of your brain any English, because does it belong in here? No, it belongs out there in its own universe, okay? I promise, whatever you throw out there, you can pick it up when you leave. It'll be sitting right out there waiting for you, okay? You're not going to lose it. English is not, it's not going to be lost. When you pass over this door, whatever French you have in your brain, that's what you're allowed to use when you come in here, okay? So, can you come in here and speak French? If you wanted to. Yes, you could say bonjour. Maybe what do you, un, deux, trois, quatre, cinq, six, I don't know. That's maybe all you got. Maybe these two ladies have a little bit more because they studied some in elementary school. I don't know. But that's what you got. So could you come in here and just be quiet if you didn't have anything to say in French? Yeah, absolutely. But if you know something in French and you want to be like using that when you come in and you want to talk to me, that's awesome. Okay? But that is how we're going to come in. What if you just you're like burning to talk to your friend before the bell? Guess what? You can set your stuff down before the bell rings, run out to Anglais Universe, take a walk to the water fountain, say, oh my gosh, you just have to know what happened yesterday. I have to tell you this right this second. That's fine, but what do you make sure you do? Be in your seat when the bell rings. So it's kind of like take your own, it's at your own risk, right? You risk being tardy if you're not in your seat. But you can absolutely, if you have a class that's close, you're not trapped in here before the bell. You can put your stuff down, go outside, get a drink of water, whatever you need to do. But if you're not in your seat by the time the bell rings, you're tardy. If everybody does this, you're going to get a minute of time. Automatic. Okay? The other thing is, when you come in, throw all that English away, whatever French you have. You have envelopes on your desks, right? Maybe you're wondering, what is this? I'll explain this later. They're always going to be on this desk right here. So you come in the door with only what's French in your brain, pick up your envelope, and you go to your seat and start working on whatever the assignment is. There will always be something for you to do. Okay? So, just so we can start wrapping up this time, I'm going to give you an opportunity to do it right now. So when I tell you to, now right this second, we're all going to get up. We're all going to put our envelopes on that table. We're going to spread them out. We're going to go outside in the hall. We're going to have a grand old time chatting in English. And then when we're ready, we're going to come through the door, throw that English away. We're going to pick up our envelope and go sit at our seat. If everybody can do that, we will get a minute. If I hear any English, even a whisper, we can't get the time. Okay? Does that make sense? Let's try it. So let's all get up and put our envelopes on that table. Just kind of spread them out so you can see your name. And as soon as you get out in the hall, you can talk in English. Talk about what you did this summer. Talk about what you're going to do for the weekend. Are you going to watch the Olympics? Are you guys watching the Olympics today? No, I'm so excited about the Olympics. The Olympics are awesome. No opening ceremony fans here? Did you know that the French is another official language of the Olympics? Everything they say will be in French and English. What's everybody doing this weekend? Sleeping? Yeah? Okay, so when you're ready, when you cross over this, what do we need to do? Throw away our English. Okay, and then only whatever French we have, we get to use. Sound good? So come in, take all that English out your brain, pick up your envelope, and you can go to your seat. Ready? Bonjour. Bonjour. Salut. Bonjour. Bienvenue. Bonjour. Oh, alors, assieds-toi. Okay. bonjour. Ooh, okay, so that didn't quite meet my expectation, but I'm gonna give you another chance to make it right, okay? So if I hear any English on Tuesday, we won't get any time, okay? So make sure when you come in, zero English, zero English. If there's a question, you can signal to me that we need to talk in English. But where should we speak English? Out there, okay? If it's a burning, pressing question, we can talk out there, okay? But in here, French. So let's try it one more time and see if we can get in a minute. So everybody put their envelopes out here. We're gonna go outside. And you can talk, blah, blah, blah. Get a little break out here. And then whenever you're ready, let's go. Bonjour, salut. Oh, tu attends, oh, continue, continue. Bonjour, bonjour. Bonjour, mademoiselle. Bonjour. 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 Les gars, bonjour. Bienvenue. Salut. Fantastique. Excellent. Bravo. Super. So you guys got it. And I know that y'all are missing envelopes, okay? But if in any case you're like, I need to talk to you and it's really, really important, just raise your hand and point to the door and we'll go have a little conversation out there on our way. But that's how immersion is going to work. We've got to make sure that we only speak French in here. So I'm going to add a minute. Woohoo! Keeping up with the other classes. The other thing is, you're competing against the other French 1 classes. Right? So, whoever has the most time earned at the 3 days gets 3 extra minutes. That's a lot of time, okay? Whoever is in second place gets 2 extra minutes. As long as nobody has anything in the negative column, the last place person gets an extra minute, okay? But if you have anything in the negative column, don't get any extra. Does that make sense? Okay, cool. We will move it a bit. Okay, dress code I'm not really going to go through. You guys know that. What if you're late to class? Yikes. Well, that's easy. Same procedure applies. Throw away your English. Cross over the door. Get your envelope, and then you're going to make a pit stop. You're going to go over here to the tardy book. There will be your name in this book on a page. Just sign the date, sign your name. It's real easy. Then you go back to your seat. Easy as pie, okay? How many tardies can you get before you have a principal's attention? It's 5. It's actually 5. So that's actually better. So on the 5th one, you have a tardy. I know that it's first block, right? First block is probably going to be the class where it's hardest for some people to get here. So just be aware that when you hit 5, that you have to do principal's attention, okay? Another big question is, what if you need to leave the room? Like the bathroom, you feel sick? One of the things one of the things that we're going to use to signal that without words is this. If you need to go to the restroom, you just hold this up. That's my signal that you got to go. So let's all practice that. Hold it up. That means you got to go to the bathroom. Or nurse. Turn it over. Let's look at the back of it. Does everybody see where it says laissez-passer pour les toilettes? Do you think you can make a good guess as to what that means? Yeah, okay, so you're right. I told you know all these French words. And then this one says l'infirmière. Is there a word that you kind of know in English? Can anybody tell me an English word that like kind of sounds like that? Infirmary, that's kind of like a hospital, right? So this, can you think of what that might be? If you could make a good guess. Yeah, what is it? The nurse, you're exactly right. So this is if you need to go to les toilettes or to see l'infirmière. What you need to do, if you would like to do that, is just fill out la date. Y'all, French is hard. Okay, it's right? It's pretty tough. So, date, whatever today's date is, départ, that's when you are going to leave, depart. Whatever time, so if it's 9 o'clock, 09:00, right? Arrivé is when you arrive back. And then initial du prof, the professor, right? That's me signing off on it. So all you gotta do is fill out the date, what time it is. If you don't have a watch, it's fine, just estimate the time. And then what are you gonna do? Hold it up. And what I'll do is I'll just nod to you, I'll say, okay, go ahead and go. And then I'll come sign it, and you get 2 of those. So 1, 2. If you need to see the nurse, you also must bring this with you and get the nurse or the secretary's signature. It's really easy. If you don't use these, you get bonus points on your grade. If, let's say, what if you use both of them up? Thanks, but you still really have to go. You may take